Well, hello and welcome to another episode of The Card Show. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is fine. Hope the hobby is treating you well. Hope you're treating the hobby well, is what I can say. So, as we start this episode, I am going to start this. I'll preface this with one of the downsides, as you can look at it in some respects, I suppose. One of the things with what we're doing here, if you're collecting or you're investing in these cards and these players, is you are sort of putting money into people that you don't really know. You don't really know too much about them. You may know how they perform some weekends on their chosen, or weekdays on their chosen field or courts, or whatever it may be. But you don't know too much about the person. And we've had obviously footballers convicted before. And last year, as a Chiefs fan, we had obviously the Rashi Rice, aka the Crashy Rice scenario. And obviously this weekend we had the Xavier Worthy 24 hours of madness, maybe a bit more. Obviously he was arrested on the Friday evening, I believe. This seemed to be dropped all charges on the late Saturday evening, Sunday morning for us in the UK. But what it goes to show is obviously this guy's career, this person's life could have been changed and altered massively, and it could have affected you as someone who's invested your hard-earned cash into this person, especially if you're invested heavily in looking to invest and kick back on in the new season and make you money then. Maybe some Vegas fans were hit last year with a couple of years ago with I would say Waller, but it wasn't Waller. I can't remember that guy's name now. He was speeding and crashed his car, and I think he ended up killing a female, I believe. But I cannot remember that guy's name. Yeah. Either way, it's not that's important. But yeah, it's just it's one of the things just always to put into account. Is the whole saying of God fortune's the brave, or a saying maybe and you got to gamble, so you got to be in it to win it, that sort of stuff. But just remember, these people you don't really know. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that may have thought Adam Johnson was just a good, fine, upstanding citizen, and look up in there. So be careful out there. Be as diligent as you can be. Or make sure you're in and out as quickly as possible. some respects, but yeah, it's a strange weekend. As a Chiefs fan, it was kind of weird because obviously, there's a lot of posts about this, about it's an off season when you see all the Chiefs players getting arrested. There's been a history of them throughout the year, some serious, some less so. I think Wanye Morris was arrested for possession of weed, which I think in the state he was in, it's illegal, where in the state he came from wasn't. So it was one of them weird sort of jurisdiction things. And I think it seemed to get, he played last season, so it seemed to get sort of squashed. I see Rashi Rice has had a delayed sort of process hearing, so he will get some sort of repercussions from the law, then knock on effect to the NFL. I think the Chiefs were sort of planning to probably banned for a few games this season away and would have brought in some sort of wide receiver. But I think what happened on the Friday, I think they definitely thought, right, we need to escalate this. And they've ended up paying Marquise Hollywood Brown another 1 year play and prove yourself deal, $11 million, I believe. I like that signing. If we could have bought someone back, I'm glad it was him. Over the big dogs of like DeAndre Hopkins. As much as I loved having DeAndre as a Chief, I don't think money wise he would have been there. I mean, if he said he would have come back for $8 million, for instance, I would have took that for sure. But yeah, having Marquise Hollywood Brown, a bit of a speedster, Worthy, Rice. I think it's nice dynamics. It'd be interesting to see who we bring back for depth. Yes, we've got from Justin Ross and other people on there. I think Tyquan Thornton as no one. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if we bring back Justin Watson, Juju Smith, Mecole Hardman. But yeah, enough on just the Chiefs talk, but I think it was quite important because I saw, and and for me, I sort of capitalized, but I saw a lot of people having to sort of cash out. I saw a lot of people panic when they saw the news, and that was it, Garrett. And it's a smart thing to do in some respects. You don't want to hold on, and then does get charged, and you end up losing a lot more. Sometimes you got to cut your losses and take the 20% loss, the 30% loss, 40% loss, whatever. And at least you got some cash to go again. Whereas you could, I think people saw it with Kareem Hunt a few years ago. Same rookie class as Mahomes, and to be fair, I mean, they had a bit of a bounce back this last season because he was back in the Chiefs and performed really well. But once he got kicked to the Chiefs and was over in Cleveland, their prices were just mudded. I said I picked up a nice Prism Gold to 10 auto. I think it's dirt cheap. I'm gonna say $100 area. It's definitely less than £100 anyway. Yes, he's a running back. His skill player always a bit cheaper, but I've a gold to 10 Prism Auto already graded well, by the way. By Beckett, I think it was a 9.95 or a 10, I believe. I can't actually remember. For less than £100, ridiculous. For someone who is a solid running back as well, probably ruined his chances of ever being Hall of Fame, because I think if he'd not had his law discretions and said it's Chiefs, I think he would have been up there. He would have won a few Super Bowls and Murder, She Wrote. But yeah, that's all she would have wrote. So nothing. But this is what happens. This is what happens. Don't forget Tyreek Hill, another one that's had issues with the law on numerous occasions. I think he was lucky in some respects of how well he performed last season before. And he was really up there in that MVP scenario and talked about and lauded about. But how different his life could have been without the law stuff. Keep his head down, putting the work in, and maybe not taking the big payday so soon in his career. I think he was a 2016 rookie, so year before Mahomes. If he'd stayed till maybe last year, like how many rings would he have got? How much of a legacy would he have had? Would have been the same vein as Kelce, where you're talking about one of the best in his positions, period, sort of thing. Realistically, what Chiefs have been to 5 Super Bowls now. So yes, I know Tyreek lost the second one against Tampa Bay, but yeah, he could have had a few more rings. He could have had 3 at least, maybe 4. But to be fair, the trade did help the Chiefs a lot with the defensive end. So maybe wouldn't have got there in the first place, you could argue. But I think you got to gamble on yourself, right? If you want that legacy, gamble on you, Mahomes, Kelce, and you say between us 3, we're putting points on the board, and everyone else who drafts around that in the future, or you get on free agency, we're putting points on the board. The defense is what you focus on in the draft. Then maybe it stays, but who knows? But yeah, it's just a pre-warning on this sort of stuff. We always say about getting to breaks is a big gamble and sort of minimize the risk by buying a single of the cards that you believe in, the players you believe in, this, that, the other. But it's also the other aspect of you never know what's going to come out the next day. Unfortunately, whether they've been involved in some nonsense on a night out, or I know there's a lot of people worrying at the time of people like LeBron being involved in these Diddy white pies, right? So try not to get too caught up in certain people. Maybe Harrison Butker is the safest bet. The Christian who says outlandish stuff, but seems to promote the red-blooded American man. His price haven't done too bad, but he's not done too bad. So yeah, maybe that's one of the things. That's one of the things we'll see. But where should we actually start? I mean, the Premier League is now won by Liverpool. Let's be honest. I think Salah might break the goal scoring record as well for the season. They got 9 games left. I don't know how many goals behind he is, but yeah, I think he'll break Haaland's record this year. I think he is really going out with a bang. Let's double check that. Let's see let's see how many goals he's got. 'Cause he got another 2 over the weekend. Premier League top scorers. Not all time. 27. 27 goals. 27 goals. So we've got 9 games. I think he's got 9 games left, right? And they play 29. So he's got 9 games left. Yeah, he could smash that with games to spare. Wow. 27 already. So he should be getting what? 36, 37 to 2. He got 2. Yeah, he's going to get a lot double, doesn't he? Interesting. I think he might even break is he on course to break Vardy's as well? Wide record of most consecutive games scored? Crazy. One of the best to play in the Prem, let's be honest. What he's done at Liverpool over the last 6 years now. Yeah, he had a few down years, but that's what you expect. I think he's now equal to Jaguar as well for most goals for one club or something like that. Most goals by a foreign player in the Premier League as well. Yeah. Amazing. So yeah, congrats to them. Congrats to Liverpool. It's one of them where I wouldn't say they've earned it, but let's face it, they've had a good record, so they have earned it in that respect. They never had the challenge. Everyone else has been so poor. Arsenal, City, Chelsea, United, Tottenham. So the fact that Forest and Bournemouth are in the top 6, whatever it is crazy. Forest in the Champions League next year is crazy, by the way. It's a crazy for. I think they're 3 points ahead of City in 5th, so 4 points ahead now. So yeah, crazy. Yeah. Is this the end of the Liverpool era? Are they going to be one and done, or are they going to be on something now? Are they going to try and do a back to back for the first time, or are they just going to get done? Obviously, I don't think Van Dijk's signed yet. I think there's still talks there. Obviously, Trent's been supposed to be apparently in Madrid with Jude. There's obviously the Salah scenario where I think Salah's pretty much gone. He'd probably go Saudi for the money. Don't blame his age. I'd like him to stay in the Prem. Just because he's nice to watch the rest in our league, right? But it'd also be nice to get him out there so my boys City can get back on top. But we shall see. F1's returning, which is another good sign. You've seen Lewis in the red. The Ferrari's always takes you a quick second and you go, oh yeah. But I'm intrigued to see what he does. I'm intrigued to see his first Ferrari cards. I think it will help this next product that comes out, because I think there'll be a lot of people who will want that first Ferrari cards, Ferrari autos, refractors, numbered, etc. Especially if you can win that record-breaking title as well. But we shall see. It's gonna be a weird year, I think, this year in F1. I think there's quite a few different race winners. I think Piastri is, as long as the car's good enough, Piastri is more than capable of winning more races. Lando's obviously proven he's up there for a title challenge. Ferrari looked good. Lewis obviously got a bit of a farewell revenge tour to do. Red Bull, Max isn't going to give up without a fight. George Russell's got a big step up to say, listen, I'm the man for Mercedes. So yeah, look, Carlos Sainz at Williams, he's got a bit of Team Formula Williams. I've got a bit of a point to prove, right? You should never get rid of me because I am the driver. So that's going to be interesting. The other one though, which actually do have some in a lot somewhere, but Sidemen obviously had their charity game at the weekend. They actually lost for the first time, I believe, on penalties. But yeah, made me thinking, would they, because obviously we have a deal with Tops, would they do some a Sidemen created set, or would they do a a Sidemen tops now from the charity event to money for charity as well, or Simon's sort of sports one. Yeah, interesting. I didn't watch the game live, unfortunately. I did see the highlights. It always seems fun. I mean, the fact that these guys stand at Wembley is crazy. You know, it just goes to show the strength of their community, right? The fan base, and it seems to have a good time, as in the players and the fans. So, what more can you want? And they raised, I think, 4 million for charity, which is fair play to them. Fair play indeed. Fair play. But yeah, imagine a Sidemen sports sort of sets, like it obviously wouldn't be Prism, but yeah, it could be Bowman, Finest, etc. Yeah, just a thought. Just a thought. One way of getting at them Logan Paul Topps Finest autos, right? Can't get the Maverick ones. Have to get the sports one. I think it probably is a good fan base for it. I know the Chrome. The Chrome was a weird one because I don't think it's sold out. They're on Topps' website. Then it seemed to like they just seem to just get it to distributors, and then they sort of took it off their website. I think last time I checked, anyway. And then it was a lot of distributors had them, and it got broke for a bit, and then it just seemed to sort of go in places and reduce. And they did blasters as well, which was nice. Going to, I think it was Tesco's to deal with. You go to Tesco's to pick up blasters. But yeah, I think I got a couple of blasters at home somewhere. I feel like I'm not at home now. I've got some blasters, and I'm pretty sure I've got the OG ones, so the paper ones, because they were just like a little blaster boxes. And then it was the Chrome blasters. I think I got a Chrome hobby box as well. So yeah, I'll have to dig them out and do. I'm gonna go through some products soon and just for more, a bit of content, just go for go through a box or two and see how much we lost or how much we or if we get lucky. I suppose we'll do that. I was gonna use some like box battles with people, but never materialized anything. Like these products are 3 or 4 years old now, so let's just get it. Let's just see where the money's at in it. Let's see if there's anyone left in them. We'll find out the hard way, I suppose. Yeah. Oh, you'll see me in tears. That'll be the thumbnail. Just me in tears. The former £300 box now £4 worth of goods. Yeah, God. Yeah. What else did I want to go on to? Oh, something else and I forgot. The thought of me just losing that money on the boxes made me forget what I was going to say then. Yeah. I try to think what the Sidemen boxes and stuff are doing, and I think the autos have dipped right down. Oh yeah. There's other products as well. I think I got some Stadium Chrome, but Stadium Chrome. I got some other stuff, and it's not there just yet. But yeah, there's other products there. It's just a lot of it up in the loft that I was like, do you know what? I keep them for box battles, or just you never know what could be in there. Worked out well. Famous last words. Let me know if there's any products that you keep in the loft. Any products you thought, right, I'm putting this in the loft. I know people did it with the World Cup Prism, because obviously potentially Ronaldo and Messi's last. It was supposed to be like Jude and Co's first. I didn't do it with the World Cup Prism. But hey, that's on me. That's on me. I don't do it much, really, to be fair. Just some random stuff that I was like, you never know. Never know. Or like, it's always nice to see like a prism or a, sort of prisms or stuff like that. If like people, you have good rookie years. Now looking back now, like the 2020 NFL prism year isn't too bad. You probably are leaning lows to Joe Burrow, to be fair. But again, look at 2017. At one point, it was probably one of the most sought after. Now it's probably still one of the most sought after. But I think it's only because of Mahomes. He's looking at Deshaun Watson. It's probably not the one anymore, Chief. 2018 is not bad with Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. But yeah, obviously in football, you so last year and a bit the year before, the way he came out, Lamine Yamal was a big one. Actually, a few years before that, we had the Pedri Gavi chases, didn't we? Them years. them years, I suppose in the Premier League stuff, it was the Garnacho years, or years, should I say? Everyone wanted the Garnacho, and then now it's the Kobe Manu years. So yeah, maybe some of them will come to fruition, even in the Jude years. Maybe it will come to fruition. Maybe in 10 years' time, we'll look back at them sets and be like, wow, hard to get them now. Big money on a prison box because they might have a Jude auto or a Lamal auto, etc. But yeah, let me know if there's any boxes that you've decided to store in a locker for a rainy day. Even if it's just something you put in there, you hid somewhere underneath your bed, and you're going to use one day, just for your shits and gigs. So one day you're going to get out and go, oh, gee, I forgot this. I like this. Let's rip this again. Let's go through this again. But what was it? Well, the UK, we had the Sports Card Social. Seemed to go down really well. It's interesting what difference 6 months can make. At one point, we didn't know if the show was going to continue, and now it looks like it's in its best possible position. Nothing but great stuff coming from it on the day of from people that were there. I think next one, I think it said is October, they do 2 years. So, it's kind of good saying. I know Sully put out a post as well saying we've gone from card shows to sports cards only shows. We'll have like a vintage sports card show only that'll just nothing but vintage. I don't know listen, I'm here for it. I also say that your sort of local card fair sort of stuff, is the same sort of stuff. It's very small amount of vendors, but thousands of cards. Yes, it has everything vintage wise, but the books they have on sports cards is crazy. All these, there's so many of those like old school cigarette cards in those folders that if they were to put them out into displays, for instance, it probably would take up quite a few tables. But it'd be interesting. I don't think we would get to that stage, but I'm not adverse to one holding a little show where it's like 4-6 vendors where it may be, and just boom, come check out the stuff, a little area to chill out, a little bar, whatever. And every show has to be massive. And every show has to be the London Card Show, or has to be like the Scotland Card Show at the SEC. And I've just remembered, I think it's, just what I was going to say. I was going to say about iconic trading cards, the sneaking of a release. They released another Oasis card. This one's a poster from the first show in America, I believe, in Portland. And also, if you go on the website, there's a little teaser of the next, well, I presume it's the next release. I don't say it is next one, just in case something else comes out. Of a future release, we say, which is the Verve. Post from a Verve gig, so that's interesting. Sticking with the sort of rock band, British rock bands as well, with the Verve. So I'm not gonna lie. I thought if they were going to stay that way, maybe we'd have gone Mank again and gone Stone Roses, maybe gone a bit more old school Smiths, Joy Division, gone down that route. But the Verve, Bittersweet Symphony, song is right there, one of the classics. But a bit of a surprise. It'll be interesting to see how that goes down. I can't really say like I'm the biggest fan of the Verve. I think they had a couple of good songs, like obviously Bittersweet Symphony at the top of my head. Drugs Don't Work. But it wasn't someone I was following as much as Oasis or Stone Roses, Smiths, Joy Division, New Order, etc. Even put in Happy Mondays in there, I suppose, and Black Grape sort of thing. But it would be interesting. We'll have to get Lawrence on soon, and then hopefully can shed some light on other releases, maybe like some exclusives. I don't know. But it's the first American concert at Portland. It looks nice. Again, limited again, cheap release, as it's just a one card you're going for. Numbers 300 with parallels. So I think I do have my other ones right here for those that are watching. This is the last release. The one that's just a poster. This one's from the Irvine Beach. You can see that the glare off. And this one again has a set list on the back. Yeah, I thought that might happen. Ugh, blurred out for you, didn't it? Ah, there we go. Yeah, sucker BT system. 204 of 1,000. So, but again, I like the little mags, the little label on there. Very nice looking cards. See which I post. I like the British flag sort of thing in that one. That one really sort of won it over for me. Very nice looking designs. I think the Portland one's very nice as well. But yeah, if you don't know, get to know iconic trading cards for your sort of music so far. Yeah, so far it's your music sort of memorabilia cards. But I do think they will change. I do believe they were set up at the Dublin card as well. Obviously local-ish card show for them. So yeah, I think Lawrence and the team had a stall there and set up some of the cards and some of the sort of memorabilia that Lawrence had purchased over the years. So maybe we'll see in the UK a show setting up similar soon. I think that'd be good to see. I'd also like to see some of the sort of UK shops stock some of theirs, like an exclusive deal to stock some of their stuff, whether that be Triple C's Third Down, etc. Just trade we. I've been to obviously Third Down, and they had the SMC cards. It'd be good to support locally as well. Ireland, a lot more local in America. Yeah, and pick up some, and have like maybe even have the exclusive rights to stock the cards there. It'd be kind of cool. But maybe do like a Third Down exclusive release as well, so you can get the cards exclusively at Third Down. I know Lawrence has talked about numerous things of getting them sort of graded prior to people buying them. So you open the pack up, you get a graded card, where that'd be with, like MGC or someone. That'd be interesting. But I think that's a good thing about Lawrence is he's really sort of getting involved in a hobby properly and sort of there for feedback in there to sort of evolve and adapt. But let me know your thoughts if you like the iconic trading card stuff. If you've never heard of them before, again, if you've listened to this pod, you would have heard the 2 podcasts that Lawrence has been on now talking about this stuff. So I know you guys are legends. So you're probably over there already following, and you know that stuff. But another episode of me rambling on. Funny enough, I did actually get a message from Ben. I'm getting Ben on soon. Mr. Rainey. I think he's back with another episode of For Love of Cards podcast with Cardi Lee. So it's been interesting. I know they had a few weeks off. So yeah, I hope we get Ben on soon. I want to get both on, to fair, because I'm always on theirs. I'd like to go down to Triple C and do a live, I'm going to say live 3-way, a live podcast with the 3 of us. Yeah, less of that. It's a late night, as you can tell. But yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Try and sort when there's something like that out. That'd be cool. But yes, until then, I appreciate you guys as always. You guys are the real MVPs. I would say stay safe out there, but invest cautiously, I would say now. And careful who you sort of admiring, because God knows what goes on with these so-called superstars. I will say Zay Worthy has been found innocent or not worthy of pressing charges. So yeah, but it's definitely a good warning, I suppose, that this could happen to anyone, and potentially maybe it is better just to invest in buying Pokemon, right? Can't see this happening to Pikachu. Take care, guys. Peace.